Now, we have seen some crazy stuff in the world over the past few weeks, of course, and not least of which was the protests within Canada. And what was exposed there was the difference between centralization for fundraising and decentralization for fundraising. And the centralized version of that, of course, being GoFundMe, where essentially what you saw was, GoFundMe deciding to hop into the political game and picking a side and blocking, of course, the truckers, the protests within Canada, the protesters there, specifically from fundraising for their goals. And what followed that essentially was the use of cryptocurrencies for fundraising. And then, of course, we had all the talks in Canada. We had the talks in Russia that we talked about late last week, and so on, about blocking, using cryptocurrency with basically not allowing anybody to control their keys. That's the way it goes. We released the clip yesterday. I thought it was timely to catch you guys up to date on that particular topic, because what the governments want to do, at least in the case of China, in the case of Russia, etc., is shut down your access to your own keys. If you are allowed to purchase cryptocurrency, you would buy it through a centralized entity, whether that be the banking system of any particular country or the government of any particular country. And this really brings into question, of course, your financial autonomy as an individual. And that is being pursued further, of course, by China, because here's the deal: money is power. And if you have a decentralized platform, which is really, it's coming to light that the decentralized fundraising is the key to cryptocurrency, is the thing that is making cryptocurrency great and function. We see it even with Ukraine, which we've talked about a little bit on Twitter, and the ability for them to fundraise on a decentralized or in a decentralized manner. And that is the importance, because with that ability and that financial autonomy, it gives the people a voice regardless of what the centralized entities want you to say. And then if there's enough people, it doesn't matter basically if they try to shut you down, because they can't with the decentralization. And we're going to see this battle play out more and more. And where we see it play out next, of course, is here with China's Supreme Court declaring crypto fundraising illegal. Now, this one's coming from the Bitcoinist, and this was posted 2 days ago. I've been saving it for a couple days just for this show. All right, let's get into it. China Supreme Court adds fuel to the fire after Russian military attacks on Ukraine slipped the crypto market cap to 1.5 trillion. The court declares crypto fundraising illegal and determines jail time and fines for suspected persons. To be clear, the new bill announced on Thursday is an amendment to previous legislative documents regarding cryptocurrency transactions, and it will come into force by the 1st of March. That's going to be tomorrow, boys. In this ruling, one of the amendments in section number 8 of Article 2 identifies illegal fundraising by way of online lending, investment shares, and virtual currency transactions. China's apex court has decided to ramp up its efforts to get rid of cryptocurrencies. Similarly, law changing paves the way for authorities to file a case and charge fines to offenders. According to the court ruling, suspected of illegal fundraising will face prosecution per the country's criminal law, Article 176. That means individuals involved in illegally handling public funds will face 3 to 10 years of jail time, and penalties will be between 50,000 won and 500,000 won. That's between $7,900 US and $79,000 US. Persons involved in operating smaller amounts will face up to 3 years in prison, while the fines implied on them range between 20,000 yuan and 200,000 yuan, which is the 3,165 to 31,658. China's regulators' tussle with cryptocurrency continues. China's crackdown on crypto is not new. China has already banned crypto trading and mining since 2017, and recent amendments give powers to law firms to officially sentence criminals. In September 2021, the People's Bank of China and other significant agencies also said cryptocurrency transactions were illegal fundraising. While the latest ruling has made it a crime and issued penalties and jail time for those charged for illegally raising funds. Similarly, China's State Council ordered securities to start a crackdown on crypto trading and mining in May 2021. As a result, it led many crypto companies and mining firms to migrate. At the same time, the Bitcoin value slipped under 30K as a part of the market was severely affected. NFT fever. Besides the strict policies of regulators that have been long attempting to ban crypto altogether, the NFT hype in China is not negligible. Many tech firms from China have been entering the NFT space for some time now, and the interest rate has risen since the giant companies such as Tencent have joined the market. Moreover, the China-backed blockchain service BSN recently announced its plans to build a platform that typically supports NFTs. The upcoming platform aims to set a place for coders with the provision of programming interfaces to build NFTs regarding apps and manage users or users portals. Notably, the project will have nothing to do with cryptocurrencies, unlike the trading market using digital assets. The BSN's new platform will only allow the Chinese yuan to pay for services and purchases. Of course, they will eventually want to tie that into the central bank digital currency of China. And I have tweeted this out, and I'll say it here publicly on the channel so everybody is aware. I support cryptocurrency. I do not support central bank digital currencies. And the reasoning for this is the difference between centralization and decentralization. And if you think that that doesn't matter, then I don't know what to tell you, but because it's pretty clear here, it matters. What we see happening in the world today with the blocking of fundraising based on your ideological beliefs is a problem, in my humble opinion. And if you have a decentralized way to raise funds for your cause that maybe a government or some corporate entity or bank doesn't agree with, then they want to shut you down and get rid of whatever technology that is. In this case, it's cryptocurrency. So not only is cryptocurrency proving to have a use case in, of course, the world that does mean something outside of NFTs like we've talked about before, but it also is proving, of course, to be a pretty large weapon in the hands of the people when we're talking about the manipulation of currency, especially, and economies that large governments, etc., are manipulating to keep control of their people. Otherwise, why would this be a thing? I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. Pacific and 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time. You can check out more clips here, or if you're interested in checking out the entire live show, you can check that out down here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.